Wow, look at these sandstones. Bonkers. Alright, welcome everyone to the southern half of Navajo Nation. We just entered the reservation here, and it's always so remarkable when I get into this part of the nation, just how desolate it is and how barren, and it really makes me think about how hard the living is out here. I mean, you've got these random little houses or trailers that are just sort of peppering the landscape, and most of them have no power, no plumbing, so they're just hauling in water, and you know, that's how they're living. And it's a hard life. It always just puts into perspective of all the things that I take for granted. So just thought I'd share that with you. This is it. This is life, the southern part of Navajo Nation, and there's just very little out here, my friends, very little. A quick update here. We just left Burnside, Arizona for our first fuel up. We're almost 160 miles in, and we're just about to get to Chinle, which is at the head of Canyon de Chelly. We'll turn there, we'll ride along the upper rim of Canyon de Chelly, and then about 30 to 40 minutes later, we're going to start up that mountain pass. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up here. We've crossed most of the really desolate parts of the desert, even though it still looks pretty barren and desolate out here. There's a huge drop-off to my right down into a lower valley. So there is a lot going on here geologically, and I'm just getting excited to get up here and start getting back up into some elevation. Alright, well, we are starting up Buffalo Pass, and man, we are getting into the good stuff. Look at these beautiful sandstones. Gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. We're already climbing over 7,000 feet, and the temperatures are much cooler than they were down in the desert. Look at this. Okay, up here on Buffalo Pass at 8,600 feet or something like that. And it's an amazing view down into the valley. And you can even see off in the distance there is Shiprock, New Mexico. We're gonna go right past that and stop there and get some photos as well. But it's just gorgeous up here. It's like, I don't know, it's like 75 degrees, a breeze is blowing. It's just fantastic. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of drone footage here. Yeah, what a payoff. Just absolutely ridiculous. Well, it looks like I have made a friend up here on the pass. I'm not sure whose dog this is, but I'm guessing just some sort of res dog. Look at that tail wagging. She's all right. Look at that tail wagging. Well, that was fun. A little break up at the top, cool off a little. And now I'm just gonna skirt along the ridgeline here for a few miles and then drop back down into the desert on our way to Shiprock. A little sad about that dog. I hope it does all right. I don't know whose dog it is, but I'm guessing it's just a stray. So yeah, a lot of dogs on the res. A lot of dogs. All right, I'm gonna pull in here and see what we can find. I don't see any signage that says keep out. It does say Dene Land up on the stop sign though. So if we do go out, I don't want to go too far. I'm just gonna go up a teeny little bit here. Ooh, a little bumpy. I mean, the road's fine. It's not too tricky or anything, as long as I don't hit any big sand pockets. I mean, look at how it's just coming into view. It's so wild. Yeah, I don't see any signage other than that spray painted Dene Land sign on the back of the stop sign. So, you know, I'm just gonna be very careful, leave no trace, be very respectful of this land, that it is Navajo land, Dene land, and not linger, just get a couple photos and zip back. I do see what looks like there could be a sign up here. Yeah, so if that is a sign, I'm gonna turn around at this spot here because I do not want to go on sacred land. And it certainly looks like that is the case. And let's see what it says. It says, beyond this point, access is limited to Navajo Nation members only. All right, well, that answers that question. Let's get some money shots. What a cool picture. Super cool. We got a little off-roading in today. Feels good to be off-road on the Himalayan. One thing I will say that I just noticed is, man, these tires are really getting pretty bad. This is going to be the last trip, especially for the rear tire. All right, well, I think it was just somebody taking some photographs, which is exactly what we were doing. So, what a cool view. All right, my friends. Well, we are on the home stretch now. This is exciting. We've got 66 miles to the hotel. So we do have a little bit of riding still left, about an hour or so. All right, well, goodbye Shiprock. It was nice to see you again. I'm sure we'll cross paths once more. And onward. Okay, well, I made it to the Super 8 in Bloomfield, as you can see. And just like last time when I came here and I had to immediately go to the AutoZone to replace some parts that fell off the bike, I had to again go because my headlight is out. I have no idea how long it's been out, but I pulled up to a glass window and noticed that there was no reflection. So I just went and bought a new headlight, and I got to put it in right now on the bike. Well, there you have it, day one of my 2024 Colorado adventure. I'm sitting in the hotel room here in Bloomfield, New Mexico, and I just went through a bunch of the video clips, and I realized that a lot of the footage is kind of just open road footage with me rambling, so I decided instead to just put a lot of it to music. Even though it may be a little more cinematic, it's definitely not as narrative, so I don't know, some of you might like that, some of you might not, but I did want to highlight the ride up to that pass, Buffalo Pass. It's one of my favorite sections of this route. And then also the little off-road bit up to Shiprock, as much as I could go. I just really love that part. So all in all, it was a good day. Temperatures got a little hot there in the mid 90s, but you know, I didn't feel too uncomfortable. I did have the issue with my headlight, but that's been resolved, and I think I fixed the little BOA connection thing on my boot. We'll see. I really don't want to have to get new boots. They're very expensive, so I'm hoping that it's fine. But yeah, otherwise you can see I've kind of got stuff just all laid out in the room here. Yeah, and I'm just excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be immediately heading north out of Bloomfield up across the border into Colorado, and we're going to just start hitting high passes and 10,000 feet, the whole works. So it's going to be a good day. We've got 290 miles tomorrow, and we'll end the day in the small town of Fairplay, Colorado. So that's where we're aiming for. It's kind of in that general Leadville area. Yeah, and it's just going to be awesome. And then on Saturday I'm going to be running and working at that race, and yeah, I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I'm just so thrilled to be enjoying a little bit of time to myself and a little bit of time with the motorcycle and just exploring and adventuring. And so thank you all for coming along for the ride, and that's all I gotta say. So take care, be safe out there, and I will check back in tomorrow. Bye.